Probably be tracked out while I'm on tour. I'll be doing a lot of flying back and forth and meeting in studios all over the country to try to get it done. I've always been kind of in the writing process. I wrote a couple, during the process of the show, and what little free time I had. So, there'll be some stuff that people have maybe heard before, just as far as getting into my past records and stuff. But I think a lot of it will be kind of new, and I'm gonna do some writing collaborations and see what we come up with. If I could write with Our Lady Peace, obviously I'd be stoked. So Rain Maida would be great. Ian Thornley from Big Wreck, Dave Grohl. Got a chance to meet Diane Warren through the show. I'd love to work with her. Butch Walker. I think what I like about Dave Grohl is that the music he writes has substance. I mean, it's not necessarily goofy music, but he also kind of realizes the absurdity of being a celebrity, and so he doesn't take himself or any of the extra stuff too seriously. And I could only hope to be like that, I guess. The records that excite me are all pretty stock, and I don't mean it to discredit the records. I mean, they're stock answers for a reason. U2's Joshua Tree is just ridiculous. It's so good. One of the first CDs I was ever given was Pearl Jam's 10, and that just completely resonated with me. And there was just so much like in-your-face energy on that record. I think it was kind of hard not to be drawn in by it. As far as rock music is concerned, I'm pretty much a child of the '90s. I got into the game a little late, because I was raised on like Kenny Rogers and Dire Straits and stuff like that. And then when I started to find my own way, I started with what everybody else was listening to at the time, which was like, Boyz II Men and stuff like that. And then was raised on country for a little bit, so I listened to like Garth Brooks and George Strait and Joe Diffie. But then there were two songs. I remember I was visiting a cousin in Indiana, and we were listening to the radio, and two songs in a row came on. It was Closer by Nine Inch Nails and More Human Than Human by by White Zombie, excuse me. And I just remember those two songs being the first real rock songs that really kind of grabbed me. So from there, it was just a matter of trying to backtrack and find these records. My first concert was Motley Crue in Kansas City. So, nothing wrong with a little '80s flair, I suppose. The more accessible music can be, I think, the better. I remember routinely when I was DIYing it that I was giving my record away to people. Please just burn this for your friend. People would always come up like, "Do you mind if I burn your CD?" It's like, no, are you kidding me? Like, I need all the help I can get. So, music's meant to be accessible, and I think moving forward, I want to try to make it as accessible as I can. Obviously while trying to sustain a career. So, sometimes you gotta kiss the beast to save the beauty. You know what I mean? And I think as long as I'm in this position, I should try to use this platform to make a living at writing music and hopefully helping people around me in the process. So I think, do I like all the tabloid stuff? Not really, but it's part of the game. And I think, it's funny, I got asked earlier today, what's going on in your personal life? And all I could do was laugh. I was like, I don't even know what a personal life is anymore. I don't think I have one. I feel like if I can put my heart behind a record, everything else will just fall into place. I've never really been caught up in the overall idea of celebrity. I just, I've made the choices I've made in my music career have been to have a music career. So everything else is just a little bit ancillary, honestly.